At the edge of a quiet Florida aviation community stands a home unlike any other, where the backyard is defined not by fencing or landscaping, but by runway distance. This is where John Travolta designed a private world shaped by movement, control, and privacy. Aircraft sit parked with the same familiarity as cars, and daily life flows around flight schedules rather than traffic patterns. The estate is not simply luxurious, it is purposeful, engineered for someone who lives comfortably between earth and sky. Every structure, pathway, and view reflects a lifelong connection to aviation. In this space, departure and return feel seamless, almost ceremonial. More than a mansion, the property represents a lifestyle built on discipline and independence. To understand how Travolta arrived here, it helps to trace his journey back to the beginnings that shaped both his ambition and his instinct for self-reliance. Early roots and the instinct to perform. John Travolta was born on February 18, 1954, in New Jersey, the youngest of 6 children in a family shaped by both creativity and practicality. His mother, Helen Cecilia, once pursued singing and acting before choosing the stability of teaching, while his father, Salvatore, shifted from semi-professional football to selling tires to support the household. From them, John absorbed 2 vital lessons early in life: the pull of performance and the importance of security when applause fades. The home encouraged expression, with siblings exploring dance, acting, and music together. Yet beneath the creativity was structure, routine, and discipline. That balance would later define how Travolta approached fame. He learned to dream boldly while preparing for uncertainty, a mindset that quietly influenced every major decision he made as his life accelerated towards stages, screens, and eventually, private runways. Choosing risk over comfort. At just 17 years old, John Travolta made a defining decision that redirected his entire future. He left high school and moved to New York City, choosing uncertainty over comfort and ambition over safety. Broadway became his classroom, teaching him discipline, precision, and emotional control under pressure. Roles in touring productions, including Grease, exposed him to the demands of live performance, where there are no second takes and no hiding mistakes. That environment shaped his confidence and work ethic. While others his age followed predictable paths, Travolta committed fully to his craft. The experience hardened his instincts and sharpened his timing. Soon after, Los Angeles called, offering new opportunities in television and film. Carrying little more than confidence and momentum, he headed west, unaware that fame would arrive faster than anyone could have prepared him for. Sudden fame and cultural impact. The late 1970s transformed John Travolta into a cultural phenomenon almost overnight. Television audiences embraced him as Vinnie Barbarino, but film elevated him to global stardom. Saturday Night Fever in 1977 captured an era, earning him an Academy Award nomination at just 24 and redefining popular culture. Grease followed in 1978, sealing his image as a charismatic leading man with worldwide appeal. Money, attention, and opportunity arrived quickly, and with them came pressure. These years established the financial foundation that would later support his independence, but they also revealed how fragile success could be. Travolta experienced firsthand how rapidly public favor can rise and shift. That understanding planted an early desire for control, privacy, and long-term stability, values that would later influence his investments, lifestyle choices, and eventual retreat from Hollywood's constant spotlight. Career setbacks and reinvention. The 1980s marked a period of professional uncertainty. Several films underperformed, critics grew less forgiving, and Travolta's early momentum slowed. Rather than disappearing, he adjusted. These quieter years became a time of reflection, restraint, and patience. He learned that survival in Hollywood required endurance, not constant visibility. The comeback began in 1989 with Look Who's Talking, a commercial success that restored his appeal. The true turning point arrived in 1994 with Pulp Fiction. The role reintroduced him as a serious actor with depth and presence, reshaping public perception. The success reignited his career and opened doors to roles that balanced commercial appeal with creative satisfaction. Reinvention taught Travolta how to pace himself, choose projects carefully, and rebuild authority over his professional direction. Wealth built through timing and control. John Travolta's financial story is defined less by excess and more by timing and discipline. Early successes brought substantial income, but it was his resurgence in the 1990s that stabilized and expanded his wealth. Following Pulp Fiction, salaries climbed steadily, allowing him to secure long-term financial independence. Instead of chasing constant expansion, Travolta invested strategically, focusing on real estate and aviation assets that aligned with his lifestyle. Over time, his earnings from acting, producing, and international distribution were converted into tangible holdings rather than fleeting luxury. This approach allowed him to weather industry shifts without pressure. Wealth became a tool for freedom rather than display. That philosophy eventually led him to Florida, where he could combine privacy, aviation, and daily life into a single, controlled environment designed entirely around his personal rhythm. Inside the Florida Aviation Estate, located within the exclusive Jumbo Lair Aviation Estates near Ocala, Travolta's Florida home is built around direct runway access rather than traditional boundaries. Spanning approximately 9.5 acres, the property includes a main residence of nearly 7,000 square feet, private hangars, and a taxiway connecting directly to a 7,500-foot runway. The architecture favors clean mid-century lines, horizontal flow, and expansive glass that opens toward the runway. Inside, aviation is woven subtly into the design through compass-themed flooring, curated aircraft models, and artwork reflecting the romance of flight. Living spaces open seamlessly toward the outdoors, dissolving the line between interior comfort and aviation function. The home is not a statement piece but an operational residence, built for movement, privacy, and balance rather than spectacle. Grounded luxury and daily rhythm. Beyond the aircraft, Travolta's lifestyle remains defined by restraint and routine. His vehicle choices reflect comfort and control rather than flash, favoring smooth performance and quiet authority. Cars are used as extensions of calm rather than symbols of excess. Daily life at the estate follows a steady rhythm, shaped by privacy and intention. Outdoor spaces remain open and uncluttered, allowing clear sightlines and natural light to dominate the environment. The pool, terrace, and pavilion create a relaxed foreground, while the runway remains visible but unobtrusive. Everything serves function. There is no unnecessary drama in the layout, only clarity. This balance mirrors how Travolta approaches life today, choosing consistency over noise and independence over attention. The estate supports a lifestyle that values movement, reflection, and control without intrusion. Giving meaning through philanthropy. Personal loss reshaped how John Travolta viewed success and responsibility. Following the passing of his son Jet, charitable work became a meaningful outlet for compassion. Through the Jet Travolta Foundation, resources were directed toward children with special needs, supporting medical care, education, and family assistance. Over time, Travolta also contributed to disaster relief efforts, providing aid during moments of global crisis. These actions were not driven by publicity, but by empathy shaped through experience. Philanthropy offered purpose beyond career achievement, allowing success to serve others. It reflected a broader shift in priorities, where legacy became measured not only by films, but by impact. Giving became another form of control, transforming grief into support and influence into responsibility. A life defined by intention today, John Travolta lives with clarity shaped by decades of experience. His focus rests on family, routine, and emotional presence, rather than constant visibility. Since the passing of his wife, Kelly Preston, he has centered his life around his children, maintaining stability and continuity. Public appearances are selective, work is intentional, and daily life favors calm. Spiritual structure continues to provide grounding, while routine offers balance. The Florida estate stands as a physical reflection of this mindset, a space where life moves at a chosen pace. For Travolta, success is no longer measured by applause or headlines, but by control, peace, and presence. His journey has led him not away from movement, but toward a life where every departure and return happens quietly, exactly on his own terms.